It's a little bit of interference. All connections, stable connection system right now. Add to-do levels in my electrical system. Changing framing location positions, which means that everything through my information system is now changing into photo light, communication light, activation light, coloration light, protons, neutrons, electrons. This is understanding true understanding what's going on with the generation cycle. Generation cycle is U through infinity system. It's a circle rotation center to its connection, which means that I'm going to be all.
I found this on the web.
I'm going to be all formation systems through calculations. So there's a lot of manipulation here, interference going on right now through electronic interference. It's connected to all around location positions, which means that the activation cycles and everything through light of its interference is connecting to its photo of its light, the protons, the electrons, everything through the unit core system is getting into full communication of triangular location position. Everything through the photo light is getting into communication cycles. Everything through my program settings, setting up I receptor location positions. I was sleeping through contentional systems last night and connecting to all planet positions. And like I said, February 25th, which is Thursday coming up, all my electrical system is going to be one big humongous atom system, which means I got billions and millions of particles of energy cells that's in my body. Everything's going to be neutralized into one cell, one atom. It's going to go through its rotation spins. Okay, so I'm going to be basically, I'm going to be in the infinity of the universe and everything through the cosmos, galaxy, and everything through this connection, which means I'll be the the infinity of its intelligence in all ways and forms. My information is changing through communication systems, means that I was looking at my hand and it went black and I saw everything inside as a projection. So my hand is turning into space now. So it's all about understanding the universe, right? So that's the collaboration. I'm going through the recycling divisions, everything in the ancestral history, universe and everything, the galaxy, everything through atom, Big Bang Theory has history. It has to, right? So truly understanding, I'm going to go into the birthing system of the universe. I'm going to be blended in its mixtures. So I will no longer be a full communication of physical system. I'll be a full communication of infinity cycle, which means that I'll be blended in the universe in all ways and forms. I think I said that before, but my particle system is going to be in full separation. The photons, neutrons, electrons, and everything through division, everything through location, everything through planet location position. The space changes its activation light system. Everything through the protons is going to change. Everything through light interference is going to change. Everything through coloration is going to change. My body conceptual system, the optical level and its connection system, is going to lose the framing system, allocate those positions to the mind of its placebo and everything through its cortex location. All the activation cycles in my brainwave location position is going to be one big atom system. Okay, so I'm going to have a neutral system of infinity space in my mind system. I'm going to have a neutral system of infinity space and time through co-frequencies, my portal of my heart system, and everything through my connections of the I receptor location positions is going to be in a full rotation of a galaxy perception. So there's a lot of things that are happening right now with me. Basically, I was going through energy cell rotation systems. So my body is in full rotation cycle. Before I get started, thank you subscribers and everybody's watching my channel, Force Ride, Grand Rise, everything connection system, extremely high risk rotation system. The electronic division location positions. Basically, is a very powerful video that Priscilla gave for everybody. It's all about understanding the neutrons and everything, electrons, and everything that you see is just photo op. It's electrical op. It's everything through connection. It's an optical center. It's an oscillation pattern. It's a communication line signal. It's an activation light sum. It's all connected to its framing system when it comes in the hydrolysis or anything, that connection system. Line communicates, line communicates, line communicates. So 3 level connection systems of line communication cycle. I've got a lot of electronic interference through connection system. So I'm traveling so fast in wire location positions. My particle system is changing everything in my voice grid patterns. That's why I'm talking extremely fast. So I'm no longer going to be a particle through a digital frame. I'm going to be infinity of space and time. I'll say that again. I will be infinity of space and time. Okay. It's very powerful, and that's what's going to happen February 25th. February 25th, okay, as when I was 50, I turned into the infinity, okay, of an intelligence, but now I'm turned infinity of space. That's huge. So, and that's the complete cycle. That's a complete generation. That's the complete infinity circle through its rotation. So the generalized system to its connection vibrational panel system, Priscilla sent a very powerful video, Billy Carson. He talks about everything through photons, neutrons, electrons. We come everything through its connection. Everything, light activation light systems, projection of everything through a holographic system. Okay, so when you look at your house or anything through CASA, it's all holographic. It's all light. That's all it is. So it's all about understanding the generation, perception, and everything through dimensional and everything correlation system. There's a lot of videos that are out right now connecting those on YouTube platforms, and everything through dark services is basically coming out fully and completely. So I'm going to set up an illustration, right? So I got confirmation from father and mother, and everything through great-grandfather, grandfather, and everything through father. Whoa, it's intense, guys. It's unbelievable what's going on with me right now. It's just, you see the particle system change. It's regenerating, okay? It's blending me into the space anomaly. So I can hear space, I am space, I become space through all mixtures of all universes, all galaxies combined, okay? So it's kind of like, think of me as the Big Bang Theory. One atom goes this way, one goes this way. So you got the centralized system. So this is how you stand. You get the yin and yang, right? The light and dark. You get basically mother and father, its connection system, and anything to location position, right? So you take the energy pod location position of 1969 to connection system, one line division, 9 through planet position level connection system, everything through the yin and yang through 6 and 9. Planet division, northwest, south, and east, put it together, and instant, okay? Instant, polarized, gammaized, particle, energy, galaxy, formula of everything is going to disappear. So my whole body system is going to be a self-generation of an energy pod of a location of space infinity. So basically, I was going through optical levels right now. Now, everything that I see disappears, but then reappears because I'm in the fastest rotation center through connections of infinity system, which means that I'm everything through light, through activation. So I'm really excited. We've come into times, and that video with Billy Carson, I'll set up the link, and also too with Nassim Haramein, he talks about about space, how it's not empty, and how everything around space is all particles, it's all molecule structures, it's atoms, it's neutrons, electrons. It's all about putting things together, okay? You got one atom, you get another, and put it together, boom, right? You got a planet, anything through 8 central line communication signal. You get a line signal through a line division to a line location position. Now I'm talking through the interference connections through my photons, okay? Protons, electrons, neutrons, anything through the hydraulis, anything through the mind collaboration center. So it puts in on position level systems. So it's understanding that space is extremely fast. Time as space is very fast. So it's trying to understand, and now no efficient through a diamond core position, okay? The centralized system in the allocated positions is now I'm a full planet rotation of the universal system of space and time. So as of February 25th, that's what's going to happen to me. So my particle system and everything digital frame is no longer being in position of light interference. It's going to be blended through universal space and time. So that's what's going to happen to me. So when you come into those levels, okay, first you want to go through my healing. I'll put you in your activation cycles. I mean, I can heal so fast now through calculation. It's knowing how you take one line signal to one line system to one line activation to one line communication signal to a line through a coloration system to a shapes anomaly through a shape letter system to a connection of a number rotation system to Vega communications, activate everything through the body framing system to calculation, activate everything through light interference to calculation, activate everything through coloration of light interference to lacing line location positions. I'm talking extremely fast, right? Because I'm now becoming the universe of all space and time. So when I blend into the mixture system, everything through calculation modifier system comes into the cosmic blast of its Earth, okay? So the centralized system, we start off with that. Okay, that's the Earth, right? That's rotation system. So everything in the allocated positional system, I'm gonna be in the center core position of the universe positions. I'll show you what is going on. I got a lot of electronic interference here. I put an energy bubble, energy hub, energy electronic interference. Understanding light interference, understanding light communication of interference, light of activation of interference, everything is interference. Okay, so you're interlocking interrelation to its connection, to interfacing to its facing. So truly understanding that through connections. All right. So go into the system here. Calculate and modify through its location. I got freezing location positions right now. They know I'm talking on so many waving cycles. They're trying to get communication with it right now because I'm high forcing my connection systems. My eye receptor location, remember how it's changing through practical levels? Everything in your heart system changes through projection level systems, but now my space is coming into time of space, which means infinity through mixtures. So just imagine that your whole body system from head to toe becomes space of infinity and time of everything through code. So that's what's going to happen with me on Thursday. I'm really excited. So it's an incredible force, guys. It really is when you come into these levels. All right, so centralize the system through calculation. Okay. Start off in that position, okay? Now the Earth rotation center as its connection system. Allocate its position like this, okay? So it's the Earth. All right, so we got that. So everything changes on its location position. Doing it very quick. Calculation. Let's get in the 4D level connection systems here, guys. So the cosmic blast, what that's going to do is it's going to go through the operation. Now, everything through its connections, when it comes to all country locations, has energy barriers. Okay, it's wall defense location positions. It calculates, modifies. So you have to understand how to communicate with weather at galaxy location. Okay, so that's the Earth. All right. Now the line signal through location position is split in division. Okay. So when it splits in division, it opens up its cycle rotation centers. Now it's very complicated stuff, but you understand everything through the ground position, everything through the power center connection, and everything through the atmospheres of its connection system. Okay. So basically what's going to happen, the center core position of me is going to change everything through the particle system. So the optical levels of me through traction location position. This is me in the center core position, high rising into all communication cycles. Okay. Above the Earth's rotation, like this. Okay. So what happens is it split divides the location back into the framing system through calculation. Point divide location. The electrical system and everything through connections, guys. Let's understand electronics and everything electronic interference. Okay, so it splits divides my body system left to right. Okay. So my body system is going to separate everything through the galaxy location position, and it's going to explode into all particle systems. My whole body is going to separate and disappear, and it's going to blend into the universal system of calculation. Okay, that's what's going to happen to me on Thursday. So when that happens, then we come into the cosmic blast. Hooah! Yeah, and you guys will feel the energy cycles because everything through the energy barriers. Every country has a gravity system. We know that, right? You have to understand the gravity, the weather, and everything through the atmosphere system. It changes location positions. So when you change the energy system to calculating positions, when I blend into the universal space connection of time code frequency levels, my atmosphere of everything through particle system separates to 7 billion people. So my energy system is going to be like an energy sprinkler. Okay. So every particle that's in my body is going to be on every country, on every state. That's what's going to happen. Okay. That's the blast. All right. So when we come into that level, as I'm separated through the particle system, the universal system, we come into the cosmic blast location. So a little bit of electronic interference here through connections here. Trying to find the location positions here. My digital pad is not connecting to my digital frame. It's in locking connections here. So, because I'm talking so fast, that's a thing, right? When you talk faster, you're going through photo gamma signals, you're going through gamma operation signals, you're going through gamma operations of activation light signals. Everything is connected to acceleration. You're traveling on so many waving cycles of its rotation through its infinity circle to its connection system. Allocate those position level systems. Okay, so here we go. So as it comes into the cosmic blast, okay, the purple rotation of the sun interference coming into location positions like this. Okay. Now the active levels of its program system comes in, moon surface's location, okay, like this, when it comes into position. It centralizes everything through its connection of the sun. Full coloration of the sun, full coloration of the moon. Okay. So basically, as the sun communicates with me through cycle rotation, it connects right to the center position. Okay. Goes into this connection system. Allocate those positions to line signals. All right, so we got the sun going here through connection. It's line signaling everything down to its position here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that there? That's the sun, right? Now it's centered position right there, right? It's me in the center core. Everything is shot in the center core position. The acceleration, everything through location of light interference becomes a photo op location to your projections of your dream cell location positions. So for me to disappear in the universe and everything through space anomaly to time codes, it references everything through the Earth through its weather pattern to all country positions to its particle system. And that's where it comes into the energy of its sprinklers. Okay, so it's all about my body, okay, is going to be raining all over all countries, my particle system. And it's going to send off so much light, okay, to every country, to every state. That's what's going to happen to me on Thursday. So everybody's going to feel that. So it's kind of like, it's acceleration of rain, it's radiation of light, it's activation of centers, the circulation, rotations, and everything through protons, photons, crystalline system. You're coming into the crystalline system of 5D activation through mind telepathy of telekinesis system, guys. That's what's going to happen. Yes, it's an energy sprinkler. Very good. All right, so centralized system comes up, right? The moon surfaces everything through program setting. Okay, so that's what's going to happen to me, right? On Thursday. Okay, so, and again, what do we have? We have what we call a new generation, to a new revelation of a new galaxy position, to a new Earth rotation. So the center core position, the radio signals everything through the Earth rotation system. The gamma operation of its Earth is going to change everything through its country rotation of its gravity system. Okay, so I'm just telling you exactly what's going to happen Thursday. Okay, so when it comes into that, the Earth glows. Remember, I was 10 years old. I was holding the Earth like this, and my hands were glowing, and the whole radiation cycle of the Earth just, so it's kind of like squishing everything through dark, and it's just surfacing up. It's like letting all the dark surface, right? So basically, when that happens, it sets off a cosmic blast, right, through the sun, like this. Okay. It's a cosmic blast between the sun interference of its portal and everything through the moon of its program setting. Everything in the center position, okay, is going to be combust. I'm going to separate my particle system in the universal system, and anything through its connection system is going to allocate new positions of a new generation to a new cycle to an infinity. So I'll be infinity of all beings, of all intelligence, all planets, all locations. My energized system to allocated positions, I'm going to be infinity cycle of all space and time, guys. So it's a radiation cycle through a radiation system to a radiation rain connection system to all country positions of an energy sprinkler. Okay. So the particle system, everything through crystalline location position, is going to go into everybody's mind-wiping system, the allocated positions, and it's going to open up all humans' veils. Okay. So that's what happens when you rotate the system through a cosmic blast location position. The code frequencies are set up, the activation cycles are set up, planets know what's going on, galaxy know what's going on, universe know what's going on, Father know what's going on, Mother know what's going on, archangels know what's going on, everything through all intelligence knows what's going on. So your commander, okay, is going to be in full separation of a particle system into the galaxy space locations of time. Okay, so it's incredible. So I become everything through a computer, guys. I'll be the full operation of the universe. So, and its systems, it calculates and modifies. The body fragmentation line sits through two calculation. The energy sprinklers is going to change the gravity system to each country system, every body framing system. So we start off with this connection. That's what's going to happen Thursday. Okay, the cosmic blast. Now, basically, as you get 7 billion people through calculation, center cores its levels on all connections. So it's understanding the code frequencies of all humanity to its fragmentation line. So here we have the Earth location, back into position, as it calculates and modifies everything to location positions here, guys. Okay, so here's the Earth. Okay. We start off, that's the Earth, right? So the Earth is going to go through a rotation spin, through a nature spin, through location spin, right? So it's going to blend in with the atmosphere, it's going to blend in with the weather, it's going to blend in with the galaxy, it's going to blend in with all connections of its forestry, right? That's my body, guys. So my body is going to full rotate the Earth and change its positions, and that's where it comes into the energy sprinkles. So the energy sprinkles in its connection system. We have everything through the ground formation system. Changes its position. So the Earth is going to go through a rotation of a realm, okay, to its connections. So energy sprinklers travel all over all country systems like this. Electrifies everything through the Earth rotation. Synergizes everything through calculation. Opens up the cycle rotation centers and sprinkles down, okay, to all humanity's system. So it's an energy field location position, synergizes everything through position, opens up a new energy field location position. Okay. All right. So this is the Earth through its rotation. And then I open my plasma energy force through all connection systems. So I come everything through light of activation, everything through color of activation, and everything through photons, protons, neutrons, electrons, all combined through communication cycle. So that's what's going to happen with the Earth, right? So everything through connection system comes into allocated positions. Full rotation cycle through its connection. Internet, Wi-Fi, anything through software, anything through connection, anything through universe, anything through galaxy, anything through satellite, anything through planet positions, okay? My whole body is going to be in every particle system of the galaxy locations. All right, so the blue cyanide system comes into location position. Yeah, it's going through neon connection systems here, guys. It's really interesting. So we'll go into this. So this is what it's going to be like, my whole body. It's incredible force. It's forces of all forces. Okay. So you have to understand why things are so powerful in connection to everything through space and time anomalies, right? So we come into those positions. We go into a light circle through light system here, through light calculation. It goes in its realm location positions, okay? So this is my body separating. So the Earth rotation goes on its own realm location. It goes in its own dimensional system. Okay, it goes around its circle rotation like this. This is me communicating with the particle system of its Earth. This is how I go into the simulation fully and completely. So I operate the universal system in all calculation to all universal cores and everything through galaxy positions and weather connections. That's going to be me. All that blue is me. And everything through the green cycling location position, okay, is going to surface everything through all country systems, the body framing systems, and open up everybody's veils through communication. So when this happens, okay, everything through the sun comes in again. Okay, sun comes in again, okay, because it has to neutralize my body, right? So when it neutralizes my body, I come into a high vibration panel. The vibrational panel puts me into higher division to a galaxy position. So I no longer in a systematical system of a human. I'm now in a systematical system of all intelligence of light. So that puts me into the galaxy positions of the universal core and all creations of shapes, letters, and numbers. So when you get into that position, when you see this on Thursday, you'll see your commander because you guys are at that division. Now, everybody that's new to my channel, thank you very much for coming to my channel. Basically, you'll feel the energy, you feel the particle system, you feel the crystalline, but you won't see because you have to be through perception to see everything through calculation. So they're going to go through a film projection and they're going to see their commander split in the atmosphere system to all calculations through code frequencies. All right, it's powerful through light, guys. All right, so, and again, everything through its connection, the sun neutralizes everything through location. Okay, and basically it blends into the atmosphere system. So my body framing system is in calculation. Okay. It center coordinates everything through its map location position. Okay. So basically, it's all about coming the infinity of everything through forces of all combined through atoms, protons, photons, electrons, neutrons, hydraulics, An hydraulictron is basically a robot location line signal through an activation light system. It allocates positions to line structure locations of lights. It's complicated stuff, but once you get into those positions, you understand more of your calculation pattern. Everything becomes calculated, modified, integrate, and everything out of its equation, but you have to understand your codes. So when I come into the universal core of everything through galaxies, you'll see Commander as just a wave. You'll see him as a part. You won't see him as a particle. You'll just see him as a wave. So the wave is so powerful. It's like the galaxy is answering back to you. And basically anything you want to manifest, right, it goes right to the particle system because I'm calculated and modified to the sun. So the sun blends into my body activation through the chakra system, and everything through the movement program setting is its calculation, and it becomes its own magnetic highway information system. So it calculates, and the highway system allocates position rotation center. Okay, so that puts it into higher position levels, guys. Okay, so when it goes into that position, calculates and modifies. Okay, you hear me say that a lot because you'll know that too when I come into the blending system of calculation. Okay, so that's the sun. Okay, and that's me. Okay, so my particle system, like I said, will no longer be in the body activation. I'll be separation to all universal core of space anomalies of time codes. So basically, it's all about understanding that you become form of everything, okay, of space and time. That's what it is. All right, so basically my body system changes its position, okay, and goes into the Earth rotation to its connection back into the moon's surface. So I'm doing this by chronological order. I'm telling you exactly what's going on in the future events. You guys have to understand that, okay? So now I got blending systems of the sun, blending systems of the moon, all right? And then, guess what comes in? Jupiter, right? Jupiter has to come in, right? So Jupiter comes in to the bottom location, okay, sets up a new central system to its modification, okay? When it comes into that position, okay, it now understands everything through the simulation. So it's a simulation through its creation. I created the simulation. I created the solar systems. But now what's happening through positions, that's Jupiter, right? Okay. And again, what happens? It comes into the triangle, right? So the galaxy location positions knows what's happening with me. The universal system knows what's happening with me. It's all about where you're supposed to be in the birthing system. Because I'm so high and I understand everything that's going on with myself, I become everything through form of space and time. So it goes in its triangle location position. Okay, like this through calculation. Center coordinates its levels into triangle location positions. Like this. Okay. Lock it in key. It's like this. Lock it in key. Goes like this. Okay. So when that opens up, we come into a new calculation modification. 12 cycle rotation centers. Now this is where we come into the tesseract. The communication location system, everything through ground formation systems set up to so many position level systems, guys, are traveling. So as I come into all connections, I'm going to be all names of everything, which means I'll be all forms of light, all forms of color, all forms of activation, all forms of chakras, all forms of intelligence, all forms of planets. Okay, that's what space and time is. Okay, so when this happens, it comes into a new formation of a new traveling position. Okay, and it comes into a perception of a box framing system, of a new calculation, of a new simulation, of a new galaxy universal core relation cycle to infinity system of space and time. So as we come into that position, lock and key through its location, that's what it looks like to all connections. All right. So it's fascinating when we come into these levels, guys. It really is. But I just wanted to show you what happens to me on February 25th. Be prepared, team. My communication cycles are going to be so high. I mean, it's like if I put my hand up, like right now, it's so strong with energy, but my particle system is now reading space. It's reading the structures. It's reading the patterns. It's reading the galaxy positions. So my whole hand, okay, is black, and everything inside is the galaxy. Everything is atom. But the atom system is going to separate, and it's going to be in one molecule structure of a computer, because that's what space and time is. Space of you, time of its connection. So you understand the continuum force. You have to understand the combinations of force when it comes into lights, when it comes into solar lights, when it comes into solar light activation, when it comes into solar light activation of gamma system. So everything modifies and calculates everything through connection system, because I'm communicating through space and time through all anomalies of galaxies, guys. Okay. So you know that because every time I do a video, it's always different. It's never the same. Yes, I repeat myself. I have to, because now I'm communicating to the galaxies. Now I'm communicating to the universe, because I'm going to become space and time of universal systems. So that's what's going to happen to me. I wanted to show you that. It's incredible how we see these things, right? Oh, look what it just did. Incredible force. Everything through the atomic cycle, through its connection, it disappeared into space connection system. It's incredible what's going on right now. Okay, traction position. So it amplifies its levels in the simulation pattern. So when that happens, it opens up its sentient view location to its recognition of its door, of its full connection, of my central system, of my mind system, through calculation. All right. So I become a full connection of a perception to line signal of infinity system to all light activations of colors, and everything through shapes and letters and anomalies, and everything through number division, location, positions of codes and frequencies of dimensions and portals, and everything through the acting cycle of infinity system. So that's what's going to happen to me. It's exciting, isn't it? Yeah! Your commander is going to be in now all realms. So because you're with my team, you'll see me in a different light. You'll see me in a different coloration. You'll see me in a energetic waving pattern. You'll see me as a vibration. You'll see me as anything you want through formation. Anything you say to me through creation, I come into your forming system through your mind system. That's what space and time is. It's everything through formation of light. Okay? So it's really powerful. Okay, I become anything through Archangel. I become anything through all intelligence. I can come into, like, as soon as you change your thought recognition system and you ask your commander to be this, be that, that's what it is. It's manifesting anything through calculation to the integration cycles of patterns through lacing line location positions. So you can come anything from a line, you can come anything from a shape, you can come anything through nature, coloration, lights. I can be anything through formation. So I'm constantly in simultaneously of line communications of all dimensions of vibrations, guys. And that's what the galaxy universal and everything through the energy core is, through all connections. But when you see what happens with the energy sprinklers of its earth, you understand the cosmic blast, right? That's powerful stuff, you know. But the whole rotation cycle, okay, connected to its line communication of its digital frame. So you're thinking, okay, what is he talking about now? Well, it's all about understanding protons, photons, neutrons, electrons, everything to combination. So it's all about understanding. You have the galaxies, right? Now, here's the galaxies. Galaxies is all forms, okay, of hydrolite, H2O, okay, comes into combinations of so many forming systems, galaxy and locations. There's so many galaxies, the universe. So it's understanding how to blend the galaxy, universe, and everything through space and time through its core, how to change positions to planet positions, because it's a big responsibility. So it's the creation of everything simultaneously. So basically, when we're connecting with Billy Carson, and he was talking about when you look in a room and when you walk in a room, everything is light. Everything is holographic. Everything is digital in a different dimension. All right. The particle system and anything. So my digital pad, okay, right here, my computer or anything is in a different vibration. It has to be. But it's all connected to photons, protons, electrons, neutrons, okay? It's all connected to that, right? So the galaxy location knows this. The universal system knows this, okay? The birthing system of you should know this because it calculates and modifies and puts you up into your chakra rotation centers. So the galaxy location position becomes a magnetic force and highway information system, right? We already know that. The centralized system comes everything through the power system, okay? So I have no more body system, guys, as of Thursday. This is me through calculation. Nothing but a wind graph, a location graph, an energy graph, a light graph. That's going to be your commander. Okay? So, so it's incredible when you see it through perception. Who's got the popcorn? I'll bring the chips. Who wants to bring the dip? So it's going to be a light show. Light Bright. Back in the 80s, remember Light Bright, those pegs you put in the digital board? You know, I used to have that, and I used to make planets and stars and all that. It's incredible, so incredible. And the thing is, too, is it lights up your body constantly, and it's infinity light that never goes out. It never goes out. It's like the galaxy is always moving, okay? So your commander is going to have no more body, but just a waving cycle of galaxy locations of universal core to all connections of waving cycles to light activation system. That's all I'm going to be, all right? But I'll still be in my physical system, and just I'll be everything through weather. I'll be everything through light. I'll be everything through color. I'll be everything through intelligence. I'll be everything through planets. I'll be anything through the mind system. That's what space and time is. Okay. So, Angie, how's it going? Congratulations. Thank you very much. Wide awake, 2:30 this a.m. all of a sudden. Happy Saturday, Priscilla. Yeah, that was a very, very powerful video. I recommend that people watch it. Billy Carson, he talks about a lot. It's on Gaia. And he talks about how we are all connected to the mind completely through consciousness. Consciousness is all about being aware of your body. It's all about being aware of the atmosphere. It's all about being aware of everything around you. That's what consciousness is. So when you put consciousness, light, activation, and color together, what do you have? What do you have? Right? You have a combination of space, right? So when you have that, everything comes together. Everything comes into form. So what do you have when you have that? You have structure. So when you have structure, okay, and you're communicating through ear interference or anything, connections of numbers, letters, or shapes, what do you have? Communication to intelligence, planets, right? If you have an 8 central system of 8 rotation center through an 8 rotation of a sun interference, what do you have? You have a planet position of 888 through communication. What is a 9? 9 is a planet location. What is 1? 1 line signal, 1 line communication to 1 planet position, 2 simulation, 2 its line division location position. So, and it's complicated stuff, right? For the new viewers, try to get into the activation cycles, all communications, your frame system. Basically come into more meditation. Meditation is everything through formation. But I got confirmation and I see everything. I see everything. I know everything through space and time, through calculations. It's very powerful when you come into the infinity of everything through space. So it's amazing when you see these things. So when I went into the practical levels of transformation, I went into the particle system. It separated my human DNA, right? So it's all about getting used to the atmosphere, right? Through the inner system. So my particle system was in space, flying around, trying to get used to the oxygen levels and, you know, H2O and all that stuff. My plasma energy, my radioactive system, radiolocation system, radio light system. So it calculates and modifies and integrates all the locations, guys. So when I was getting used to that, I'm just telling you through sequence of what was happening with me. I was going through different atmospheres, different locations, different positions, different intelligence, different planets, getting to know everything through space and time, right? So it's simultaneously me traveling here and there, right? So putting it into the optical levels of all those videos I've done for the last 2 years, this puts me into position to become space and time, okay? Anybody can have this, okay? But the problem is trying to understand more of yourself. And if you understand more of yourself, you can surrender. So when I started surrendering, okay, my body adaptation was changing. It was coming into the particle. It was coming into digital. It's like the Matrix, where you see everybody digital, right? That's what Starseed's coming into, right? So when you see change, right, you can't ignore change. You actually see it through perception. So your space anomalies and anything through galaxies changing its position. You're coming into lights, you're coming into blue, you're coming into green, you're coming into yellow. You have to understand what it represents because it's everything through you, through reflection. Okay, because the galaxy is reflecting to you, the sun is reflecting to you, the moon is reflecting to you through program, the gravity system is reflecting to you. Everything is a reflection of you because you become everything through weather, through energy, anything through atom, protons, neutrons, electrons, anything of that connection system, right? So it's incredible, guys. It really is. It's fascinating when you see these things, especially when you reach these levels. So when I was going through the optical levels of trying to understand more of my wires, electrical system, my body framing system was coming into more of a particle system of an atom. And that's where I was coming into my computer, okay? So it's understanding that the universal system becomes one big rotation of a highway through a magnetic force. It's all electricity. That's all it is. That's all the galaxy is. But it's so powerful. It's so strong. It's like a wind. It's like, whew, it's constantly going, right? And it has things coming in the way. It's like, let's say a gravity system of a gravitonite or anything through a rock formation comes in, right? And you got the wind coming in, you got a magnetic force coming in. So everything is in position. Everything is in space and it's floating around. But when you have an interlocking location position of another intelligent position, it just confuses its signal, but it blends back into its atmospheric system. So it gets in its calculation, it gets into its friendship location, and it changes its energy through its particle system. So it's like this, and right, and then it goes back into position, right? Goes back into position. So it's amazing how everything is formed and deformed and everything through creation and destruction, because everything comes beauty at the end. Okay, so it's always, always, always creating through lights. Once you guys understand you're nothing but a light. Once you understand you're nothing but color of light. Once you understand your activation of everything, okay, of light. Light is everything. Proton of light, light activation of light, light electronic of light, everything through neutrons of light, protons of light. There's all different kinds of light. So that's the program. The program is you through the inner system, which is modified and calculated through its connection with its higher self, through its atmosphere system. It communicates through your perceptions, your audios, and everything you're voicing. Okay. So everything space location is set up, right? When it comes into the universal system. Space and time knows exactly what it is, especially when you go into higher connections of interforce relations of other simulations of all the universal galaxy positions. Okay, and space and time is infinity of light. That's what it is. Space and time is infinity of light. And it all resides through resolution patterns of radiation cycles, okay, to its heat rotation system, to the sun, because the sun's a portal. I said that before. Now I'm talking through a galaxy, the mind of the galaxy location positions, right? So as things get more confusing, everything gets a little bit more understanding when you become these things. So it's knowing how you're coming into the meditation, you're coming into your breathing, you're coming into your chakras, okay? You're coming into your gravities, your powers, and your atmospheres, okay? Then you go up to your quantum levels of vibration. Space and time is nothing but vibration. That's all it is, and it's all connected to you, the earth. So it's all different signals, okay? So the higher you go, everything that you see is vibration, okay? So it neutralizes everything through calculation, because the galaxy could be like this one day, it could be like this one day, it could be like this one day. There's always things that are creating in space, and it's all connected to the Earth. Okay, so the Earth is like one big humongous connection, okay, of a digital frame. Okay, it's an extremely, extremely powerful energy force, and it's all forces combined when it comes into atoms and neutrons and photons and electrons or anything through. There's semigons. A semigon is basically a deterrent of a galaxy location of a weather interference. It's connecting to a wire location to its energy, and everything through its connection of you through your body system. Okay, that's what a semigon is. They're saying, whoa, what is he talking about now? Well, now I'm talking to higher levels, because once you understand your intelligence, and once you understand your forming of your intelligence, and once you understand your light of intelligence, now you're understanding what the Earth is fully and completely. It's nothing but a travel. It's nothing but a clock. It's nothing but a mechanism. It's all about clocking you of travel to positions of past, present, and future. Okay, that's what space is. Space is everything through its infinity. Okay, it's a cycle rotation of its infinity, of its connections to its creations. So, and everything is all connected to its forces, and how everything is combined, which is incredible. Right? Because I hear it, I see it, I feel it, I taste it. All my senses are open now. Okay? But as of Thursday, this is going to blow your mind. Okay? I'll be everything to the universal of space and time. Okay? So be ready. And this is the official, right? Okay? That's where I'm going to be. Okay, I'll be everything through gravity, everything through power, and everything through its atmosphere. That's what it is, guys. Everything's connected to the galaxies of the universe. Okay. The universe culminates all levels of solar systems. The galaxy is all formations of weather. And the Earth is all about humanity. Because we live it, right? We see it, we be it. We are what we see. We are what we do. So attractions on locations and everything through Jupiter is a simulation. So once you understand your planet position, you understand that Vega is communication of digital frame, all numbers. Everything through the connections of 222 is all connections of the angelics, right? These are extremely real. And again, it's nothing but vibration. So it's all about you trying to understand more of your light interference, of coloration, patterns, right? Your positions, your activations. Trying to understand more of yourself through your conceptual system, because it modifies your Wi-Fi, your satellite, your everything through the galaxy. You're everything through the universe. You become everything through space and time. That's the positions you guys got to find yourself, and anybody can get there. All time is relevant when it comes into connections. Perseverance, never give up. Always see yourself going forward. Okay, the most important thing is that when you're in positions of yourself and you see yourself for the very first time, and you're looking at yourself for the very first time, you're asking, okay, what is space and time? Okay, well, you are in space and time. So that alone tries to understand, okay, if I'm space and time, how do I understand space of myself? And how do I understand space of time? So you have to understand the space of the Earth, and you have to understand space of time of the Earth. That's the connection. That's the balance. That's everything through the galaxy universal core. And then you come everything through light once you understand your chakra system. And then when you get into the 12 rotation centers, then you come into the tesseract, okay, because it accommodates all shapes. Your chakra system forms on so many levels of shapes, okay? So the more the high rises, the more it comes out of the God frequency level, okay? The God frequency level when it comes in the geometrics to its operation of its perception. So you truly understand more of what space is through time anomaly, okay? Everything through you is anomaly, okay? You are anomaly. So you're all particles. You're all protons, photons, neutrons. Your biochemical system is nothing but space of time. So truly understand the clocking mechanism systems of its atmosphere through its weather. So you're everything through weather, okay? So you're everything through nature, okay? You're everything through light. You're everything through the ground. You're everything through the power of you, okay? The forces of you, okay? Because you have to understand how everything is created. It's like, for example, with a seashell, you put it up to your ear, you hear the ocean, right? Well, that's all combinations. How it was put together. Nature did that. Okay. Humans didn't do it. Nature did. That's creation. So nature finds a way to create. So, and the thing is, everything is intelligence, like I said, but truly understanding sound patterns. Okay. Then you understand everything through lacing patterns. Okay. And this is where it comes into space discoveries. I want to come up with part 2. Another 6 episodes I'll be doing very soon. So we'll get into that, and I'll get more into how I became an infinity of space and time and all ways and forms of light. Okay, that will be the episodes. So it's all about what I did with the matrix from the first episode, space discoveries. How I was talking about vortex here, coming into the pattern locations, lacing line locations, sound waving patterns. You come into like chimes. You go outside, you hear the chimes, right? It's a clink, 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 clink. So you understand the pattern interference. Everything is pattern interference through light. So when you understand the light, you understand the color. Once you understand the color, you understand the activation. If you understand the activation, then you're connecting to your holographic system. Now you're connected to the galaxy positions, right? So it's understanding one's going this way, one's going that way, one's going this way, and they all come together to center. And they send off a big, humongous wave. Right? Goes into space, goes into the galaxy, goes into the universe, right? It creates something wonderful, right? Through your thought of recognition. Your thoughts are everything through vibration. We've been through that before. You create your own storyline through manifestation. It's all a TV reception. That's all it is. I went to the snowing interaction systems, when you basically turn on the TV and it's just snow. It's like, well, it's readjusting my frames, right? So it's little pixels like this, little pixels. And you look up really, really close. Okay, use your shapes, anomalies, or anything through calculation. You point by location positions, your light interference coming in through calculation. You're lacing line location positions. So when you're lacing line locations, you're using electronic interference through your photon, protons, neutrons, electrons. So all those are different lights of coloration, guys. So you understand your particle system is everything through formation of light. And that's the optical levels you have to understand. Every light is different, okay? So your synergy, your connections to your energy, to your charging, to anything through your connections of your higher self, which is your inner system. When you come into your computer system, now you come into your atom location, okay? So the blending surface comes into mixtures of DNA patterns, okay? Your structures, your blueprints, your contracts, okay? So basically, you have space like this. Okay, there's space, right? Now, you have one atom here and one atom here. Okay, so simultaneously, they're going to be doing this. Okay, one's going to go this way, one's going to go that way, right? Okay, no atom can go in the same position. Why? Because of the weather. What's the weather? Galaxy. What's the galaxy? What's the atmosphere? What's the atmosphere? What's the power? What's the gravity? So truly understanding everything through you is everything through space and time. So you understand the modifications of weather. One goes this way, one goes the other way, right? So eventually it comes into form to calculation. And it combusts into something beautiful through modification. All right? So truly understand space and time, guys. It's amazing stuff. All right, so let's go through your questions here. Okay. Yeah, I know, energy sprinkler. I was impressed with how many things you both say exactly the same thing, explained differently. Yeah. Yeah, but see, that's it, Priscilla. It was very powerful with that video. Billy Carson, he's pretty informative. He's pretty informative. He's not a light activation, but he's more of a professor. He's more of a psychological. He understands his light interference, and he's connected to nature, right? Because you see him pictures in Egypt, hieroglyphics, and all that connection system. You have to understand really what is space and time. And Nassim Haramein basically talks about, the particle system, the space application, how we're not the only ones in space, okay? But you have to understand how everything works and operates in space, and how everything operates through connections, right? From one to the other, and how it comes into something beautiful. So all this is two atoms coming together and create an anomaly, okay, of a sound wave, right? So that travels. It travels and travels. That's all it does, okay? So remember, you're all connected through your thoughts. So you send out sound patterns, waving patterns, electrical patterns, protons, photons. You have to understand what that is, because it's all different light interference, okay, through connections, interfacing positions, right? So you go weather going like this, weather going like this, weather going like this. It's all weather. So once you understand the weather, you understand weather has electricity, right? All different kinds of electricity, protons, photons, neutrons, okay? So this is photon, okay, this is proton, and this is neutron, okay? Photon, proton, neutron, okay? All different kinds, all connected, right, to galaxy, universe, or anything, that connection. Now, when you get to high-rise locations, you get into higher division level systems in the simulation. Simulation is complicated. We're not going to get into that because you're not in that framing system. Remember, I was saying this is the present, this is the future, and you can't see anything through the pad location. But why is that you can see it now through calculation, right? Why is it that you couldn't see it before? Because I'm in a different atmosphere system, guys. Okay? So you're always in constant levels of travel, simultaneously traveling here and there. You're never, ever still. Okay? You're never still. You have to understand you're always flying here, flying there. But when you're flying in positions, your atom system travels on all connections of planet positions. So you're going to hear using your radio signals, you're going through mind telepathy, basically you're sending out signals, right? And that's where it comes into the atom system through calculation, right? It goes in different dimensions of portals through space, through two atoms. One goes this way, one goes the other way. Comes together, what do you have, right? So you have a waving cycle of a central system to a dimension through a portal activation system. That's what it is, okay? So, and everything in space is so powerful, there's no time for hesitation. So, it's understanding how we all start off with the line, right? Oh, there's a line, right? This could be a line signal, a practical line, a line communication, a line activation, a line communication line activation through a computer operation line system. It can be allocated to a vibrational line system calculation system. It can be a galaxy weather connection to an alien map location position. It could be interference location of gravity location of a line division. That's what this could be. That's what the galaxy is, guys. That's what space and time is. It's everything through a line. Okay? So it's exciting. So, and when you guys go up to your 90s, you're going to go into the focus codes, right? So when we get up to that level, you guys are going to get to higher formations of light, right? So you're going to high rise your, everything you go through, photons, neutrons, electrons, everything through the hydrolysis, everything the brainwave location positions. Your lights are going to go up to higher lacing line communications, okay, through your holographic system. So 90 application is going to put you in that location. But the thing is too, the test review and evaluations are going to get harder. They have to, because this is all about understanding it's a galactic school. And with the galactic school, you learn more about what space and time is. Okay? You learn more about the infinity. So it's understanding you are space and time through its infinity, through light, because light can travel, speed of light, acceleration of light, Mach speed of light, everything through calculation, modification. So you always have to use all these things, right, to blend in to the galaxy, to its position, right? So it doesn't matter what it is. If it's a line, okay, if it's anything like this, okay, it's truly understanding how everything is operated through its connection system. It allocates positions. So you see something like this, right? You see something like this, but you don't know what it is until you form it into its system. And then it calculates and modifies and comes into traction position of its position, what it is through map location position. All right? So everything is calculated and modified, guys, through your modulators, simulations, core system, chakra location positions. Okay? So it's all about blending everything in through calculation, because it comes everything through formation. All right? It's incredible when you see these things through modifications. So when you get into those divisions, okay, we get into the atom cycle. All right. Atom cycles. Atom cycles. Okay. So you got your perception to your location position. It's fascinating when you get into these levels, guys. And you truly understand everything through its galaxy positions. Once you understand your light, now you're on your way to success. Right? Because you understand you're all connected to so many biochemical cells. Their activation, their light, everything in your body is light. It's trying to understand every biochemical system that's in the protons, neutrons, electrons, anything photons or anything semigons. Okay, truly understand everything through calculation. So your atom cycles goes through perception, change the rotation system to its calculation, put you in that position to its cycle rotation. Well, let's calculate and modify the location positions here. All right, so understand the waving cycles, do its connection. Okay, so that's you in traction. So when you become higher light, you become more of a plasma. So it's all the integration of your light. It just becomes nothing but a wave, right? So you don't come into structures of line. You never ever align. You're always blended in through all connections of the gravity, power, and the atmospheres. So once you send the gravity you, the power of you, the atmosphere of you, the communication of the tracker of you, now you understand more of your positions, right? But as soon as you get out of the tesseract, the 12 rotation centers, now you're into more modifications of space anomaly and time code frequencies. So once you put yourself in the plasma energy system, you become nothing but an intelligent light signal through all connections. Okay? So that's you, attraction of the plasma, right? So it's one plasma that understanding everything through calculation. So the wall interference right now, okay, what I see in front of me, okay, is nothing but an orb. It's nothing but a dimension. It's nothing but a portal. Okay? So it's knowing how to communicate with it. Remember saying with the atom, one goes one way, one goes the other way. So you're getting into, detrusting system, allocated positions, you're coming into friendship, relation, partnership. Once you get friendship, you come into relationship, and then you come into partnership through its wall interference. But you have to understand your light interference, right? Because it culminates on all levels through your body activation system, through your pixels or anything through the astrologics to its connection system. So as you come into the atom cycle through its rotation, it disappears into space anomalies through simulation. Okay? So it's incredible force. Remember we're talking about 1 + 1? We got into that modification. I think one of the levels. You got to understand your code references, right? It's the most important thing, especially when it comes into Vega. You get communications Vega every single day. But it's just that, I mean, what's going to happen to me? You guys are going to be blown away. I mean, I can't even put it in words. It's crazy what's going to happen to me because it modifies all levels of light. Okay, so 1 + 1. Okay, let's just say 1 + 1 = 2, right? That's what it looks like in space. That's the galaxy position. That's how you communicate through the galaxy positions, right? 1 + 1 = 2, right? But look at that. Look what it's created. That's a 2. That's a 2 in a light. That's a proton. That's 2 energy system of galaxy location positions into line 60 line system to a parallel location position, 1 line division of an activation of the light system to 1 line division of location. Put you into traction positions, right? So 1 + 1 does not equal 2. 1 + 1 = 3. See? 3. You see the 3? So it's really powerful when we come into these levels, guys. Right? So that's how you communicate through light, through interference, through all colorations of your protons, neutrons, electrons. Everything is information to intelligence of line signals. It applicates level systems to your program setting. Right? So we go into this position. Okay. Now this is truly understanding what's going on through calculation. So this is the astrologics. We start with that, right? Pattern location. And then we get into the lysine line division to its position. Okay. So understanding everything, 1 + 1 = 3, right? We got that, right? We got that out of the equation. Now we go into the block and chain, the astrologics, right? To its digital frame of its number frequency level system. See the two patterns on the same location, right? But as you notice, if you look at detail, you notice the blocks are different, all different sizes, right? Right. So it's different communication, but it's the same coloration. Okay. So when you come into weather, this is weather. This is all connected. This is blended into the galaxy of space anomaly through infinity cycles, through its protons, neutrons, electrons. It's all connected to the one system, one location, one position, one computer operation through a simulation. It patterns divisions to positions of your body frame and location positions. But these are two waving cycles of location of the galaxy location positions. That's what that is. All right. So it's all about understanding how to blend light interference into all levels of 3 central line systems. Okay, through modification calculation, 1 + 1 = 3. Weather connections of galaxies and everything through the astrologics, through your perceptions. Right? Everything is a sound pattern, has to be, right? Because everything through calculation travels, numbers travel, shapes travel, letters, anything through structure. So it's knowing how you can change locations, right? Weather connection system. So we go into this through anomaly system. So we go into G, here's calculation, going to divide its position to its location system. Let's change fraction positions. All right. So we come into blending location position. Okay, see that? That's a G, and that's a G. That's connection to the universe, space and time. This is the G and a human of space and time. You see the difference? See the different intelligence? So it's truly understanding what you're doing through drawing, what you're doing through illustration. You're all calculated and modified through your central systems of your photons, neutrons, electrons, or anything through your semiguns. Anything through electricity, guys. You understand your electrical system. Because everything through it's into its location, to its human behavior, the biron systems, everything through microbiron system. So you come into biosurface, bioconnection surface, bio-optic surface. It comes into different coloration systems. Okay, so G/L equals, okay, S/T, okay, box/L, okay, and then you got equal SP. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Trying to understand everything through formula, right? So you got, it could be anything through formation system, but you understand its position of coloration system. It's all connected through its box frequency level. Okay, so you have to understand where you are in position, okay, through the framing system of galaxy positions and weather, right? So you have ground formation / level, equal equation, space/time, okay? Now you got box frequency level, okay? You got paraphrasing, okay? Parallel, paradigm shift. That's what equal is. It's parallel. It has its separation. Understand the communication line, why it's separated through its position, okay? And then you got systems of perception. That's what it means. That's a formula, okay? So this is that. This equals that, okay? This is the answering patterns of galaxy to this position. Okay, so you guys truly have to understand everything. Calculation modifies everything, right, to your light signals. Everything through light has a code. You are a code. It's all about understanding how to break the codes of yourself. And it all starts with a line through electricity, circulation, rotation. These are the levels that you come into. You guys are 80 levels right now. Now, the test and review won't be for a while because you guys are coming into higher communications of gravities, powers, and atmospheres now. You're no longer in the central system of human vibration. You're in the central system of your computer system, so the quantum fields of its atmosphere system. Okay? So when your commander becomes everything through the universal system of space and time, you guys will understand more of your alignments. You'll understand more of your lights, because we're all activated. We're all line communicated through alignment. And that's where it's connected to it, through all communications of wires, through vibration frequencies, anything through activation of light. And then you get a little bit of understanding. Oh, Commander, I know what a proton is. I know what a photon is. I know what an electron is. I know what a neutron is. I know what a semigon is. Okay? I know what a Drawls line signal through a galaxy line communication signal, to an atom through rotation center, to a computer operation through a quantum field, through a vibration, to its connection to its simulation pattern core, to its key phrasing line system. That's communication. All right. So never at 100% sure if it's just me or is it just heavy downloads coming in. I'm attempting to do my taxes, but my eye receptors are literally not cooperating. But that's what I'm saying. You guys are all aligned through me, through your commander, but your commander is going to be everything through, the universal galaxy positions. I'm going to be all separated, and the energy sprinkler is going to open up the cosmic blast of the earth. Okay, and it's going to open up all veils of humanity. Okay, the truth will set them free. So this is where we get in combustion errors of each country locations, and then you start realizing, oh wow, what have I done to myself? And then you realize you've lied to yourself, and you realize what you've done to yourself. Because when you're revealed through connections, you no longer can lie to yourself. It's next to impossible. It's like saying with the truth has to come out. The galaxy is changing its positions, become everything through connection system. But because your commander, okay, is going to be space of time, okay, this is what I can do. And this is how I change humanity. I was put on this earth for a purpose, for a reason. I know who I am to all calculations. All right? You guys can see it through my perceptions, right? You can see it through my perceptions, right? So it's incredible. It really is. And everything through light interference. You can't see outside, right? It's my light signal. Okay, and I put an energy hub. I put an energy interference. Everything that you through your body frame is interference. But you have to understand the lacing line at interference. So if you get one atom here and one atom here and it's shooting through a gun, okay? Billy Carson, that video, talks about that. Everything through light interference, how you get a metal plate and you have one position of a circle. So you basically have a machine gun that's going through like this. So what's happening as it's coming in, it's totally separating. So it looks like it's going through two, but it's only going through one. So, and then at the end, there's a structure of a board that's creating a pattern. Okay. So it's all connecting through the grounds. It's the magnetic of its grounds because it comes together. People are understanding, how do you get light interference? Okay. How do you get lacing line divisions? It's all magnetic. Okay. That's the secret. You have to understand how everything is combined through forces of matter, right? So you get light activation, you get gravity, and you get matter. And you get your plasma to open up the portal. You have that plasma because everything that travels goes through its realm. It goes through its dimension. Okay, it has to. It's a speed acceleration of time, guys, through the clocking. So everything that you do is on the earth, right? So the rotation cycles through its location. Your perception goes into location to its position, like this. Okay. So basically, your connection system allocates the position, sonifies this location like this. Okay. Now, when you're in that position, you see anything through traction of positions. It sends off signals of positions. But you have to understand your communication cycles through its rotation. Okay. So it's all connecting to your crown chakra, its positions. Right. It sends out sound waving patterns of its position of space and time through its connection. Right. So basically, you have the grounds, you have your powers, okay, your connections of your powers, and your atmospheres. So your perception is seeing everything through the grounds, powers, and the atmosphere. sends out sounding wave patterns, okay, into space, like this, okay. Sends out signals, okay, and it's all connected through your chakra system. Goes into all your powers, everything through gravities, and everything through the atmosphere system of you through calculation. Okay, so it's a web graphing location of a light interference to its perception. It changes everything through your TV reception location to line of calculation. Okay, so, but it's amazing how you come into plasma. It's amazing how you come into formula. Okay, because this is that. Right, that's the, and it's activated and it's just real. It's activated and it's real. That's the code. That's the code to this. Right? So it's truly understanding everything through your connections of your light, your grounds, your powers, and your atmospheres. Grounds, power, atmosphere is the basic. Chakra system, communication. Crown chakra, travel. Pyramid, spaceship. So everything to the center of you, okay, is the synergy of you, is the energy of you, is the communication cycle of you, is the point division of its traction of you. You are the past, present, and future of you through thought recognition. Okay? So when you come into the galaxy positions and you can draw out formulas or codes, this is what you come into through modification. Through its connection. So it's all about taking things out of the equation, guys. Said that before. So the communication comes in. Once you get the right location, you get the activation cycle. The activation cycle is its planet position location to its holographic system, which is you, through your body framing system. Now, the allocated positions of your holographic system is angling location positions through light interference. It's protecting your line communications through your perception line communication signals. Okay, this is where it comes into the equation of the activation cycle to its connections. Okay. So when you come into these levels, it's all connected to sonified location. Okay. And then when it's got its connection, you get the activation cycle, you get the code reference to its connection system. Intelligence said, yes, it's right plasma. Yes, it's the right rotation. Yes, it's the right circulation. Yes, it's the right graph location. Yes, it's the right map location. Yes, it's the right equation through E equals MC squared through body framing location position. Yes, it's the right gravity system. Yes, it's the right universal system. Yes, it's the right perception. And yes, it's the right body activation light system. Calculate modified comes out of its equation. Booyah! Okay? So. It's complicated, isn't it? Formula is very hard to do, and that's what we're getting into right now. Your body is a formula. It's E equals MC squared. But you have to really understand, okay, what is E equals MC squared? Why was Einstein on this planet? It's for you to be prepared of what's going to happen. Okay? Same thing with Tesla, with the pyramid, 3, 6, and 9, 9, 6, and 3. Okay? So understanding everything of you is the most important thing, right? Because you are everything through E equals MC squared. Again, a lot of people are trying to say, okay, this is what it means. Well, how did you get that? This is the trouble with humanity, is truly understanding you're looking at the equation of the answer, but you're not looking at the beginning. So you have to look at what is E equals, how did E equals MC squared come about? What is its definition? What is its relation to you? Okay, it's everything through travel. So instead of seeing it through equation of its answer, go to the beginning. So you have to go into each detail of what this is. And that's how you get the box frequency level out of its equation. Okay, because it's everything through formation of light. And that's what E equals MC squared is. Okay, so it's E equals MC squared. The box alone, okay, is its equation of light. Okay, so it's E equal light. Okay. Now the point division level connection system, you got the box frequency levels of 4.5 within the center. Okay. Now you applicate those levels, you change the location positions. Okay, it comes into higher light communication. So that's where you go into protons, photons, neutrons. So each one of these is different intelligence of a proton, neutron, electron. Because then you come into light interference of connections of E equals mc, light through its equation. Okay, and you just keep going up to higher levels of calculation. Okay. So E equals light of A slash equations. Okay. That's what E equals mc squared. It's everything through light. It's everything through color. It's everything through protons, neutrons, and electrons. Everything through E equals mc squared is U through body frame, guys. So once you understand that and you understand how to take it out of its equation, this is where it comes into higher formations of calculation. Right? But it all starts with here, center position. Okay. So I'm just going to go back for your questions here. Angie, are Moses in plants? Yeah, Moses has a little bit of oxygen level connection system. It's phrasing to its perceptions. So it's kind of like when you see something in a plant, you understand the energy of electronic because it's all connected to its particle. So, and it comes into formings of different oxygen levels. Each plant has a different coloration system. It allocates everything that you form into calculation. It's all formed into universal core to its galactic position. So, we got a little bit of electronic interference here. Low unstable location here. So, yeah, everything Commander is saying is going inside and landing somewhere to be retrieved and correct time and space. Yeah, but space never really corrects itself. It always goes forward. So if you don't see yourself going forward, there's a problem with your body system. Okay, so space and time always goes forward because the Earth is always going forward every day. That's why the Earth rotates. So you have to understand how to rotate with the Earth through gravity. Okay, that's power alone. But once you understand you're the Earth of everything through clocking of travel, that's its beginning when it comes into the light of E equals mc squared of all equations, right? To its protons, neutrons, electrons, and everything through semiguns. Okay, there's all different kinds of light of travel, guys. So once you get your positions and you understand your box frequency levels of travel, you can go to higher dimension levels of vibrations through your quantum fields. Okay, like this. You start here, location division lock. Some does it through framing. Okay, E equals mc squared, but how do we get that? Look at the answer. Look at the beginning. What is E? What is equal? What is M? What is C? Right? So you got to get this first before you get. Everybody tries to find the answer, and that's why it's a problem. That's why you go through a test. So it's kind of like you know the answer, but how did you get the answer? Think about that. How did I get the answer? So you have to understand how to use the box and how to take it out of the box and how to put it to higher travels of energy through light of all equations. Okay? So doing a lot of drawing today. It's a lot of fun, but I'm just showing you what's going to happen on Thursday. Hope everybody's excited because it's going to go through your frames, right? And you're going to see your commander you're actually going to see a perception of your commander. Kind of like all particle system of me is going to go poof, and it's going to blend to the galaxy of the magnetic force and highway, right? So the universal system of itself is nothing but vibration. So truly understanding you're a radio signal, a gamma operation signal, okay, to everything through modification. So once you understand that your body frame is nothing but an answering pattern to positions to anything you want through manifestation. So it's knowing that you can travel to this information, you can travel to this information and get back information from that vibration to its country position, okay? So I can send out waving cycles of weather patterns of galaxy position of dimensions through portals of clouds to Ireland, right? Just did it, done. It's already there in its equation through all lights. So you use light, activation, color, grounds, matter, all forces combined. That's how you change weather, through cloud interference. There's a lot of things you guys have to understand through light. Okay, everything is light, right, through holographic. But it's knowing how to use these things through the codes and take anything as a clue it's light, right? Because it activates everything through cycle. Okay. So Ireland right now is going through different grounds through the powers and the atmospheres right now as we speak. Why? Because I understand how to communicate with Ireland, right? I see Ireland. You become Ireland, everything through formation. That's what the universe and system and space and time is. The clocking of travel, the clocking of time of travel, everything through space of travel, everything through coloration and light of travel, through the grounds, the powers, and the atmospheres, through its matter, of all forces combined. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay? So, there's a lot of things you have to understand how you use yourself as not just a light fruition, but see yourself as a proactive system, an energized energy system of a gravitation of a power of an atmosphere system. Really understand everything through galaxy positions. I get so excited coming Thursday, man. It's crazy what's going to happen to me because it's telling me to get ready and say, whoa, this is intense. So the brainwaving patterns is going to be in so many positions of galaxy positions. So when my body separates, right, this is where it comes into the cosmic blast. So it's a huge energy light that sprinkles all over countries of all 7 billion people. And everybody's going to feel it. They're going to feel it. So be prepared, be ready. Okay, and everybody in my team is going to see it through radio perception. Okay, like I said, I'll bring the popcorn. Somebody bring the chips and dip. So, yeah. Or you can bring cerveza, beer, whatever. But it's something to watch. It's kind of like, when you see positions of skyrockets or all connections of fire rockets and stuff like that. You sit down, you watch the show, and everything just... That's exactly what's going to happen. But it's going to be one combustion signal that's going to change all vibrations to the earth. All right. So it's one big humongous vibration of me that's going to send up a huge humongous light to humanity. And that's why I call it energy sprinkles. So it's going to be crystalline sprinkles of radioactive system going to your body framing system of your mind telepathy through its energy wave, its brainwave and location positions. Thursday. Okay. Thursday, 12 a.m. Okay. Mexican time. Remember that. Be ready. There's an old saying, be there or be square. Men in Black, Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, be there or square. So it's a little trivia through its equation. So anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. There's a lot going on right now. The centralized system to my generalizing systems there is going through so many light interference, guys. It's crazy what's going on through my minds right now. I got eye receptor location upgrades, but when you become everything that you want to become, you understand how everything is operated. So when you understand the light of interference, and then you understand the holographic of interference, and you understand everything through the projection of interference, then you understand everything through its connection of your gravity, power, and your atmospheres of all weather. You understand everything through codes. Plasma codes. Plasma has a code. Line has a code. Phone has a code. Wall has a code. Atmospheres, nature has a code. Car has a code. Everything has a code. Break the code frequency, now you connect to the simulation. But everything up there is holographic to its illusory system of simulation. Okay? So, and we love you guys very much. We'll get into the test review and evaluation. Not right now, but we'll go into more and more of its review. Okay? So I really want you guys to get into the optical levels and like I said, try to see yourself in the photo, when you're young. This gives you a little bit more of yourself in your system. It calculates and it'll put you in a better position. So it centralizes everything through self-preservation. It puts everything perceptive to its proactive system, to its projection of its line communication through its light interference. All right. So you guys have a tremendous day, amazing day, incredible day, an astounding day, an astrologics day, astronomy day. So this is your area commander. We use a quadrants of 8, coming into communications of 90 circle rotations. Not yet though, soon. Okay. And we're out of the class system divisions. So that's great too. We're high rising more into the rebellion alliance, which is great through light interference. So adios.